Hey everyone, it's your name, and welcome back to my channel. I'm so glad you're here because today, we're diving into a topic that's close to my heart, keeping our beloved pets happy and healthy. As an animal lover and veterinarian, I can't stress enough how important it is to be mindful of what our furry, scaly, or even feathered friends consume. You know, we often think of our pets like family, and just like we take care of our human family members, we need to be aware of potential dangers to our pets' well-being. What might seem like a harmless treat to us can actually be harmful or even deadly to our animal companions. So, buckle up and get ready to learn because today, we're going to talk about the top foods you should never feed your pets. We'll discuss why these foods are dangerous and what to do if your pet accidentally ingests them. Let's get started. Okay, let's start with a big one, chocolate. For dogs and cats, it can be a serious health hazard. Chocolate contains a compound called theobromine. Our furry friends can't metabolize theobromine well. It can cause vomiting, diarrhea, and increased thirst. Large amounts can lead to hyperactivity, tremors, and seizures. Dark chocolate is especially dangerous. Even a small amount can cause problems. Keep chocolate out of reach to ensure a healthy pet. We want our furry companions around for many years to come, right? Next up, let's talk about a surprising culprit, grapes and raisins. You might be thinking, wait, grapes? They seem so harmless. But for our canine companions, they can be extremely dangerous. Grapes and raisins can cause sudden kidney failure in dogs. The toxic amount can vary widely from dog to dog. Symptoms range from vomiting and diarrhea to lethargy and loss of appetite. Prevention is key. Keep those grapes and raisins out of reach. Don't take any chances with your furry friend's health. Now, let's move on to another common household ingredient that can be harmful to pets: onions and garlic. These aromatic staples of many cuisines can actually wreak havoc on your pet's red blood cells. See, onions and garlic contain compounds called sulfoxides and disulfides, which can damage these vital cells, leading to a condition called Heinz body anemia. Red blood cells are responsible for carrying oxygen throughout the body. When they're damaged, your pet's tissues and organs don't get enough oxygen, and that's when things can get dangerous. Symptoms of onion or garlic poisoning can include weakness, lethargy, pale gums, rapid breathing, and even collapse. And here's the thing, it doesn't matter if the onions or garlic are raw, cooked, or even powdered, they can still be toxic to your pet. And the danger isn't limited to just a large amount consumed at once. Even small amounts consumed regularly over time can accumulate and cause problems. So, be mindful of what you're feeding your pet. Avoid giving them table scraps that might contain onions or garlic, and be cautious of foods that might have them hidden in seasonings or sauces. Chapter 4. Avocado creamy treat or toxic threat. Let's talk about avocados. This creamy, delicious fruit has become incredibly popular in recent years, and for good reason. It's packed with nutrients and healthy fats. But when it comes to our pets, avocados are a definite no-no. Avocados contain a substance called persin, which is found in the fruit, leaves, and even the pit of the avocado. While persin isn't particularly harmful to humans, it can be toxic to many animals, including dogs, cats, birds, rabbits, and even horses. The symptoms of persin poisoning can vary depending on the animal and the amount consumed, but they can include vomiting, diarrhea, difficulty breathing, fluid accumulation around the heart, and even death. Now, I know it's tempting to share a bit of your avocado toast with your furry friend, but trust me, it's not worth the risk. Keep avocados and avocado-containing foods well out of reach of your pets. And if you suspect your pet has ingested any part of an avocado, contact your veterinarian immediately. Chapter 5. Alcohol and Pets, a Dangerous Mix. This one might seem like a no-brainer, but you'd be surprised how often pets get into alcohol, especially during parties or holidays when people are letting loose. But let me be crystal clear, alcohol is absolutely off-limits for pets. You see, pets metabolize alcohol differently than humans do. They break it down much more slowly, which means it stays in their system longer and can cause more damage. Even small amounts of alcohol can cause serious health problems in pets. We're talking vomiting, diarrhea, lack of coordination, disorientation, tremors, seizures, respiratory problems, even coma. And in severe cases, alcohol poisoning can be fatal for pets. It's not worth the risk. So be a responsible pet owner and keep all alcoholic beverages well out of reach of your furry friends. And remember, Never give your pet medication intended for humans without first consulting your veterinarian. Many human medications contain alcohol or other ingredients that can be toxic to pets. Chapter 6. Caffeine, a jolt of danger for your pet. Let's talk about another common stimulant that's a staple in many of our lives but can be dangerous to our pets: caffeine. Just like us, caffeine gives our pets a jolt of energy, but unlike us, their little bodies just can't handle it. Whether it's coffee, tea, soda, energy drinks, chocolate, remember theobromine, or even certain medications, caffeine can spell trouble for our furry friends. You see, caffeine is a stimulant that affects the central nervous system. When pets ingest caffeine, it can cause a whole range of problems, from mild to severe. We're talking restlessness, hyperactivity, panting, increased thirst and urination, vomiting, diarrhea, tremors, elevated heart rate, even seizures, and in severe cases, caffeine poisoning can be fatal. So, be mindful of your pet's curiosity. Don't leave caffeinated beverages unattended, and be sure to store coffee beans, tea bags, and other sources of caffeine securely. Chapter 7. Now let's talk about a hidden danger that many pet owners aren't aware of: xylitol. Xylitol is a sugar substitute that's often found in sugar-free foods and drinks, as well as some medications and oral care products. While xylitol is generally safe for humans, it can be extremely toxic to dogs and, to a lesser extent, cats. Here's why. When dogs ingest xylitol, their bodies mistake it for real sugar and release a surge of insulin. This rapid insulin release causes a dangerous drop in blood sugar, a condition known as hypoglycemia. Symptoms of xylitol poisoning can appear within minutes to hours of ingestion and can include vomiting, weakness, lethargy, lack of coordination, tremors, seizures, liver failure, and even death. The scary thing about xylitol is that even small amounts can be toxic to dogs. So always check the labels of sugar-free products carefully and keep them well out of reach of your furry friends. Let's talk about cooked bones. I know it's tempting to toss your dog a leftover chicken bone after dinner. After all, dogs love bones, right? But here's the thing. Cooked bones are a big no-no for dogs and cats. Unlike raw bones, which are more flexible, cooked bones can easily splinter and break into sharp fragments. And these sharp fragments can wreak havoc on your pet's digestive system. We're talking serious injuries like choking, mouth or throat injuries, damage to the esophagus or stomach lining, intestinal blockages, even punctures in the digestive tract. If you do choose to give your dog a bone, opt for raw bones that are large enough that they can't be swallowed whole, and supervise your dog closely while they're chewing on it. But even with raw bones, there are risks involved, so it's always best to err on the side of caution. Now let's talk about raw meat and fish. I know the raw food diet for pets is becoming increasingly popular, with some pet owners believing it's more natural and healthier. But here's the thing. Feeding your pet raw meat and fish comes with some serious risks. Raw meat and fish can contain harmful bacteria like Salmonella and E. coli, as well as parasites that can make your pet sick. And it's not just your pet that's at risk. Handling raw meat and fish can also expose you and your family to these harmful pathogens. Symptoms of bacterial or parasitic infection from raw meat and fish can include vomiting, diarrhea, lethargy, loss of appetite, and fever. In severe cases, these infections can be life-threatening. Let's talk about dairy products. We've all seen those adorable videos of kittens lapping up milk, right? But here's the thing. Most adult cats and dogs are lactose intolerant. They lack the enzyme lactase, which is needed to properly digest lactose, the sugar found in milk and other dairy products. What does this mean for your furry friend? Well, feeding them dairy products can lead to digestive upset. We're talking diarrhea, vomiting, gas, bloating, and abdominal pain. Not exactly the picture of a happy and healthy pet, right? Now, some pets might be able to tolerate small amounts of dairy products without any problems. But it's always best to err on the side of caution and avoid giving your pet dairy products altogether. So there you have it, folks. 10 common foods that you should never feed your pets. Remember, what might seem like a harmless treat to us can actually be dangerous or even deadly to our animal companions. It's our responsibility as pet owners to be aware of the potential risks and to keep these foods well out of reach of our furry, scaly, or feathered friends. By being informed and taking precautions, we can help ensure that our beloved pets live long, healthy, and happy lives. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends and family who have pets. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more pet care tips and advice. Thanks for watching, everyone. Until next time, take care of yourselves and your animal companions.